Note to self. When you are intending to take Omar for a walk and you know that it's about to, if not pour out, at least rain quite heavily, don't bring along with you the only working flashlight in the house. Because that is a stupid thing to do. I couldn't even see. I couldn't see. My mom didn't go. Although I have weakened, broken, I've actually literally broken her resolve. She has an aversion. I mean, periodically I've broken her resolve. She has an aversion. She tends to have an aversion to walking over in the rain. I don't share her sentiments. I don't like it, but you know what? He went poo-poo, you know what I mean? So, he went poo-poo, it served its purpose. It was only 35 minutes, because what takes me and my mom, because she walks a lot slower than I do. I did the same thing we do, but it takes her, depending on how she's feeling that day or whatnot. Sometimes it'll take us an hour, sometimes 55 minutes, sometimes 57. And on a few occasions, only 44 or 47 minutes. She was doing good on those days. She was keeping up with me, and she was feeling, I don't know what the word is. She was able to keep up with me. So our normally close to an hour walk was only like 47 minutes. Today it was only 35 for me. 35 minutes. I couldn't convince her to go today, though. I didn't try. It's like, okay, whatever. She's cooking chicken. I got her to start eating organic chicken instead of stuff she had been eating. And she's like, well, are you going to have some? No, I didn't stop eating meat just because it was farm. I stopped eating meat for a number of reasons. Number of valid to me reasons. And I don't miss meat, and you guys know I don't miss meat. You know what happened one night. I came up from that karaoke bar, shit-faced. I chowed down. My mom, unfortunately, had an extra chicken thigh in there, and I hadn't eaten meat in over a year, and touched it. I was shit-faced and I didn't care, and I chowed down on it like an animal standing at the refrigerator, and then I was disgusted with myself the next day. But I don't hold firm to the all organic thing. I cheat with sweets, But for the most part, I do all organic and eat healthy, and I don't eat any meat, but I do eat non-farm raised, so wild-caught fish, particularly salmon and cod that my mom and I buy every week. Small amount, half a pound, so we each have 4 ounces, and eggs. Joe taught me a fantastic way to scramble eggs, organic eggs that I buy, and my mom loved it. I had her try it. I mixed avocado with it. It was so good. You do cayenne, a good amount of cayenne pepper, ginger, and garlic powder. Delicious. And with avocado, it was like heaven. The other day I did that, but I added spinach. I had mushrooms too. I think I added spinach and mushrooms to it to make it spread out more, make it heartier, healthier, instead of just the avocado and eggs. So while I was walking Omar, I thought about something else I wanted to say to my brand new, highly, extremely, very inquisitive male viewers, Philip and Richard. They're brand spanking new to my channel just over the last few days, okay? Richard, I think, was yesterday. And I've already spent hours conversing online back and forth with him, which I can't do anymore. I have to put that on the back burner. I need to finish cleaning my room and going through all these papers. I thought about something else I wanted to say. I don't particularly care for, take your pick of reality shows, a lot of reality shows. I don't care for the Kardashians, I don't care for The Bachelor, Bachelorette, any of those. I don't care for Punny Boo Boo, loads of things. The Real Housewives of whatever, any of those. I don't care for any of those, okay? And I don't watch them. But a lot of people do enjoy those shows and watch them, see? So they continue to exist because they have an audience. Well, it's the same thing with me. Me and my videos aren't even remotely everyone's or even most people's cup of tea, but I do have an audience, so why not? If this obviously feeds some kind of need in me to do this, why not continue doing it? See? That's how I feel about it. Why not continue doing it for as long as I'm able to, you know? As long as I'm allowed. It's certainly not dependent upon my weight or weight gain or whatever. I recently, when I was going through hell with my cousin running me ragged and practically driving me into a mental hospital while my mom was committed into a horrible one, you know, just recently, you guys know that who know me, just from in October of 14 to December, end of December, a little over 2 months. And then she got out, stayed with Auntie, went back sectioned to another hospital, at least not committed. You know. Anyway, my weight right now, this morning, I told you 170.6. My weight was all the way up to like 181. So, me doing this is certainly not, you know, dependent on me remaining thin. Alicia's World was another story. Once I moved in with Donald and started gaining weight, I wasn't going to do Alicia's World anymore because I didn't feel confident enough in my body to do Alicia's World, you know. And that was the end of Alicia's World. It was short-lived, 5 short months. See, I started it very end, I think it might have been December 31st, actually, I forget, but very, very end of December. So all of January of 1, February of 1, March of 1. I visited Donald, I think in March. I moved in in April, I believe. So Alicia's World was tapering off, but, you know, we still did it. Told you guys, Donald and I, you know, christened our relationship, whatever you want to say. We had sex for the first time out on my channel, which didn't show anything. I sat on his lap, and you only saw my fans only saw our faces. But it was near the end of Alicia's World. It was only for a couple months, and that was it. No more, never again. But I do this because I enjoy doing it. It feeds some kind of need in me, obviously, you know. And people watch my videos, watch them because they enjoy watching them. I mean, that's not rocket science, right? Richard said things to me like, well, if you think you're making a life for yourself, then that's all that matters. I'm slowly picking up the pieces of a broken life, Richard. That's all I can say about that. all I can say in response to that comment, because I'm certainly not even remotely happy with how my life is. But it's baby steps. I wasn't happy in that fucking shelter, but I was thrilled to death to not be, to not be in a situation where I was being abused on a daily basis either, So, it's all relative. It's all relative, baby. I don't know. And remember, too, the whole nature of my channel is, for me to share my life and be, quote, self-absorbed, unquote, Colin, and, and talk about myself and this, that, or whatever. But in real life, I neither would do that nor would want to. Okay? I told you about the guy who did my door. I mean, he asked me questions and I answered them. But I also spent a lot of time just listening to him talk about whatever and asking him questions. And you know what I mean? I enjoyed my time with him. I enjoyed his company. I wasn't attracted to him physically. And I also wouldn't have been interested in him had I been attracted to him physically, because I wouldn't have been interested in him anyway. The church he goes to, that my mom goes to, it's a really, really, it's the real heaven and hell crap that I really just don't want any part of, It's the hellfire and brimstone and preaching hell at my aunt's funeral, and I wasn't happy about that. Talking about, there's a time and a place, and my aunt's funeral, anybody's funeral, is not the time and place, because there's people of all different religions in attending that funeral, I didn't like that, as you guys know, because I came out here and screamed about it, and I also screamed about it to my then, that African American, my then friend. You know what I mean? So, no, even if I had been physically attracted to him, I wouldn't have had any interest in him. But I enjoyed talking to him. I enjoyed his company. I enjoyed being able to have a one-on-one, intellectually stimulating conversation. Okay? I enjoyed interacting conversation-wise with somebody other than my mother. And he was still a guy, and he wasn't some timid, whatever kind of guy. He was very in your face and aggressive and, and loud and outspoken and this, that, whatever. So I held my own with him, and it was good for me, because aside from bumping into neighbors and chatting about Omar or whatever, or chatting about the weather, or chatting about, I don't have one-on-one, in-person conversations with men. You know what I mean? I don't have that kind of opportunity. So, fate presented me with that opportunity because my rage caused my door to be destroyed. My justifiable fury. And anyone who says anything to the contrary, I don't fucking care. Because rational people know that it was absolutely ridiculous what happened that night before that prompted me to slam my door so hard that it shattered, that it was irreparable, I gotta love how I word things. My rage caused my door to be destroyed. No, I destroyed my door in my absolute fury. But I mean, I didn't punch a hole in it with my fist. It had been slammed one too many times, and that was the end of the door. It's not like it's the most, it's not the strongest door in the universe. Anyway. Do you know what I mean? When people are interesting, I genuinely enjoy listening to them talk. I enjoy learning about them. I learned all kinds of things about the guy who did my door. All kinds of things. Because he was that type of guy who volunteered information. He actually volunteered a little more information than I would have wanted. But he didn't feel the same way about me, because he'd ask me intimate questions and I answered them. Because that's my nature. It's what I do. I don't volunteer the information, but he asked. And then I don't know how to lie, so I kind of, And that's the reason I've more often than not, turned off guys who were hot for me, most definitely, and the feeling was mutual, or sometimes it was mutual. But, online personal ads, I'm not normal and I'm brutally honest, and that can be a turnoff for a lot of men. But the fact remains that, like I've said out here, if I'm only revealing a little tiny part of who I really am, then those men, no matter how physically attractive they are to me, how hot they might think I am, or whatever, they're not going to like me in real life, period. So might as well nip it in the bud, right? So that's what I say. That's what I say. And these are men who passed my initial test of whether I even want to, start up an online conversation with them, So anyway, again, lots of people hate me and lots of people love me. I mean, I didn't get like 600 subscribers. I think that was 600. And 444,000 plus YouTube lifetime video views for no reason, But Philip and Richard together, brand new viewers, have literally caused my head to start spinning with their questions. Because new viewers ask me questions, and I'm gonna at least try to answer said questions as honestly as I'm able to do. But even before uploading these 3 new videos, 2 created today and 1 created yesterday? The day before yesterday, I didn't upload it. I had 20 new comments. Okay? Again, Philip and Richard are posting very challenging to me, intellectually stimulating, like they're getting me to think about things and whatnot, okay? So I'm just going to ignore the comments for now, because I have other shit I need to do. I have other shit I need to do. I need to email Joe, thank him for recommending that stuff I showed you, that LYFE or something, probiotics he recommended. My mom and I started taking. We also started taking that antioxidant, that whatever that was I told you guys about. It's supposed to be like the strongest antioxidant ever. Order her black sneakers. They should be arriving. Shoe buy, sometimes I've gotten shoe buy stuff really quick, like in a couple of days. I'll have to inquire into that. What's going on with my mom's sneakers when I ordered her from shoe buy. $109 sneakers, and I had a $30 off coupon, so she got them for $79, which is a really good deal. I need to order some more Winter Sun vitamin D3. I need to, I already ordered some stuff from Vitacost. I had a 12% off. My entire order, I ordered more coconut oil for me and my mom. I cook in that. I do everything with that coconut oil. Few other things, some natural wrinkle repair cream, shit like that. It's not super expensive, not like $50 a bottle at Estee Lauder or something, you know, something like that. What else did I order? Oh, I needed more Himalayan crystal salt. I ordered that. Ordered too much. Ordered enough to not get charged shipping. I like to pay shipping. And I guess that will be that. So, TTFNP. I have more important than reading my comments or creating videos or etc. shit to do. Bye-bye.